Hello, this is Bright Spark, and welcome to part 3 of Rift of Shadows. Let's get right into it. Darktail decided enough time had passed, and it was time to take over SkyClan. Time to finish off the clan cats who fought against them. Darktail sneaks through the bushes by himself, his kin close behind, but hidden by the foliage of the forest. Darktail looks ahead and sees Hawkwing standing at the entrance, Pebbleshine by his side, looking worried and tired. Darktail pauses and takes a deep breath. He emerges from the bushes, seeing Hawkwing's eyes widen with relief. "Where have you been?" asks Hawkwing. Darktail dismisses him, reluctant to tell him his plan immediately. But it's for the better, Darktail thinks. Darktail then begins his story. Darktail explained that the rogue he met the other day was one of his rogues, part of the kin. He explains how he found the kin, after his father had abandoned him and his mother, and how his mother had died, and how he helped defend cats from rogues, and made this group to take revenge on those who took advantage of them. He paused there, seeing the expressionless faces of his friends. He then hesitantly continued asking if they wanted to join him. This is when Pebbleshine's face hardened, and she answers with words so foul it might have been poison on her tongue. "No, never." Darktail is confused. His friend had turned into somebody different. "Why not?" he asks, seeing Hawkwing turn away from Darktail. "You'd be treated as esteemed cats, holding power over all the clan. Think of your kits, Pebbleshine. They won't ever know pain or suffering. They'd be treated like gold." "That's still no excuse, Darktail. What are you thinking of doing to the Sky Clan to help you achieve this goal?" Hawkwing said at last. Darktail swished his tail defensively. "I will take control of Sky Clan or drive them out. I needed the knowledge of SkyClan so I can make things right with the other clans, with my father." "So you destroy our home?" his friends asked. "Destroy our lives?" "Yes, but not yours. Your lives will just begin," Darktail tried convincing them. "You lied to us, Darktail. You betrayed our trust." They looked at him as if he was a rotting piece of crow food by the Thunderpath. "Please join me," Darktail begged. "No. We will defend SkyClan if we have to." Pebbleshine stood, unsheathing her claws, and Hawkwing followed. Darktail took a step back, startled. How had his plan not worked? They were his friends. They were supposed to follow him. Darktail grew angry. His fury consumed his mind. "Fine," he spat. "Then we won't hold back. Not anymore." He unsheathed his claws and yowled for his backup. They emerged from the bushes, each cat ready for battle. Pebbleshine gasped with horror, and Hawkwing moved to shield her. Darktail felt a small twinge of regret, but his friends weren't his anymore. They were the enemy. He trusted them, and they let him down, just like his father. Now they'd pay. As soon as he called for the attack, he saw them look at him with a final look that turned his heart cold. Fear. He craved it. The kin attacked, knocking over Hawkwing and Pebbleshine, tearing into the bushes and invading the SkyClan camp. Darktail looked down one more time at his former friends, then continued on, fueled with burning rage. He knew what his next step of his plan was: find Leafstar. His kin did well, drawing the cats out of their dens, fighting the bloody fight well so that no cat would leave unscarred. He ran past the nursery and caught a glimpse of movement inside. Good. His kin wouldn't harm the kits. He found Leafstar pinned by his two burliest cats. They were waiting for him to deliver the finishing blows. He knew Leafstar had more than one life, so he trained hard to make sure every single hit counted. Leafstar saw Darktail from the ground she was pinned down to, and her eyes grew wide. "Darktail?" she muttered weakly. "Why?" Darktail smiled. He didn't even realize it. He was too focused on his rage. "Revenge," he said, slicing her ear clean off with a powerful swing of his claw. The screams invited him. He felt his vision blur. He dove onto Leafstar, tearing her pelt with the anger he had for his father, for his mother's death, for the rogue leaders he had defeated, for his supposed friends. Friends only led to pain. He didn't realize it, but Leafstar was long gone, her body bloody and broken, badly. His own cats that pinned Leafstar down looked uneasy as well, with fear in their eyes. Darktail yowled triumphantly, and the cats all stopped fighting around him. He kicked Leafstar's body forward, her eyes blank with pain and horror. "This is your leader, a symbol of your old home, which has been taken over. This is the territory of the kin. SkyClan is no longer welcome, including the filthy traitors like Hawkwing and Pebbleshine." Get out before we kill you, he growled. The cats turned and fled. The smell of fear was everywhere, until only his kin remained. Before he could make sure SkyClan was all gone, he heard a familiar voice in the nursery. Pebbleshine was carrying one of her kits, the other clinging close to her legs, staring widely at the horror and the bloodshed that lay before them. Perfect. He'd get his revenge for Hawkwing and Pebbleshine. He'd take their kits away from them. He leaped in Pebbleshine's direction, but was tackled by Hawkwing. Getting to his feet, he stared at Hawkwing. Go! Leave, Pebbleshine, he yelled to his mate. What about you? She called back desperately. I'm dealing with him. Just leave before he gets to the kits. She turned and fled, but Darktail cocked his head for the two of his rogues to go after her. You're too late, Hawkwing. This clan is mine now. Hawkwing turned on his heels, wincing from the wound on his shoulder. It isn't until I die. Alright, that's it for the day. Hopefully it wasn't too traumatic. Bye. I'll have another one out next week.